Hello, welcome to day 11 of New Testament in a Year. It's September the 11th and I'm Ali Martin, and today we're reading from Matthew 9 verse 14 to 38. And I think the thing I just want to reflect on from this passage today is how Jesus sees things, how he sees them as they really are. In the passage today, he goes to the house of the little girl who's sick and in fact has died, and everyone's mourning, but he says to the mourners, she's not actually dead, she's just asleep. And they all laugh at him, that sounds crazy, but actually it's that he sees things not only as they are today but as they are about to be, in his name, in his power, what can be. He sees that and he calls it out, and it's true. He also, it says in the passage that he saw the crowd and he had compassion on them. There's a sense that he saw beyond just what was obvious to everybody else, beyond what was just on the surface, but actually seeing what's really going on, that these people, he had compassion on them, on their needs, on their spiritual blindness, on all sorts of things that he can see that causes his heart to be moved. But he also sees even beyond that, he sees that there is a harvest, and he sees that harvest is plentiful, and he sees that the workers are few, and he talks to his disciples about that. We see that Jesus sees beyond what is just natural, what is obvious. And we see also in this passage that there are others who also see in this way. So that the man who comes and says, my daughter is sick, but if you just come to her, she will live. He sees something of who Jesus really is and what he's able to do. Same with the woman who's bleeding. You know, if I can just touch his cloak, I'll be healed. And she was. And then with the blind men that shout out, Son of David, that's a messianic term. That means they recognize that he is the Messiah, the Saviour. And when he says, do you believe I can do this? They say, we do. There's a sense that they see beyond what others were able to see. They saw and understood something of who Jesus was and what he'd come to do. And yet, really sadly in this passage, again, we see a contrast, because the Pharisees really didn't see. They really didn't get it. They really didn't get it. And in my heart, my prayer, I guess, for myself, for us, is too, that we wouldn't be like the Pharisees, that our hearts wouldn't be hard, that we wouldn't not see. But I want to learn to see like Jesus sees. I want to learn to see what is going on, not just what is obvious around me, but what is not obvious. Not only what is natural, but the supernatural. And not only that, not only do I want to see what Jesus sees, but I also want to see Jesus. You know, so part of the answer to that prayer comes from what we're doing, from immersing ourselves in his word, reading his stories, reading his life, his ministry, that we would understand more and more of who he really is. Because it's as we see him and as we see his heart that we connect with, just like in the passage here where he says to his disciples, you know, this is the deal. Now you need to pray for the answer. You need to pray to your Father that he'll send workers to the harvest. And so yeah, let's be praying today that we would see things for how they really are, see things as God sees them, but that also that we would see more of who he is, that we would understand more of who he is, and that we would love him more fully as we know him more. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.